So Saturday, I found something that I have never seen before. Didn't even know this existed. I will say that this is the coolest thing I have ever gotten since I started collecting music. What is up, you guys? Welcome to the Music Room. My name is Jeff. If this is your first time here, click the subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the like, leave a comment. Good, bad, I read them all, and I respond to them all. So you're probably wondering, what did you find that is so cool that literally you're saying this is the greatest thing you've ever found since you started collecting music? You ready for this? Van Halen live 1977. I didn't even know this existed. Actually, I did know it existed, but I'll get back to that. So I walk into my local store. It's actually not my local store. It's a store in the town that I used to live in, but I go back there to visit once every couple weeks or so, just to say hi to the guy that owns the place. He's a really cool guy. His name's Tim. I walk in, I say hi to Tim, and I start going through the records. And he, first of all, he had just gotten a collection in. And I'm looking, and I look over, I see everything that he's got in the store at this point. And I look at him, I'm like, dude, this is going to be an expensive trip. And he knows that I like the 70s and 80s metal, you know, and the classic rock and things like that. So he's like, well, I got a bunch of new stuff. Here's my new releases up. And he keeps them up on the shelf over here. And me being short, I don't normally even notice them. First of all, I'm not really even that interested in new vinyl. I'd rather buy used stuff because, for obvious reasons, it's cheaper, you know? New vinyl's really expensive. And then I see this frickin' thing up there. And I'm like, dude, what the hell is that? I'm like, that's got to be a bootleg. That can't be an official release. He goes, I don't know. He goes, it's not a boot. He goes, I got it through a distributor. He goes, my distributor doesn't sell bootlegs. I'm like, it's got to be a boot. This can't be an official label release. He goes, I don't know how it sounds. I'm like, well, I don't give a shit what it sounds like. I'm buying this thing. So I get it home, and I open it up, and I start doing a little research on the internet about this. If you can see here, it says Rox Vox. I'm like, obviously, this is not Warner Brothers release. I look up Rox Vox, and apparently, they have found some loophole in European law that allows them to produce and sell copies of FM broadcasted shows. So these are right off the bat, these are good sounding boots. It's a boot. It's a bootleg. It is a bootleg. But it sounds really good. It's not some guy sitting in the audience with a tape recorder. I think a lot of us, when we think of bootlegs, we think of a guy in the audience with a tape recorder. And a lot of them do sound like crap. This one sounds pretty freaking good and has been remastered. This is a bootleg that's been around for a long time. And here's a link to the original show on YouTube. The remastered version, and they cleaned it up fairly nice. And that's a great thing about technology is you can kind of clean up some of that stuff. So let's take a look here. It's colored vinyl. It's a red, like a dark red colored vinyl. I don't know if you can see, but there is like a little bit of swirl in there. And then we have an insert. Okay. Kind of just tells the history of the early years of the band. And then this is cool. If you look here, it's hand numbered number 81. Now, I looked online and I wasn't able to see how many of these they put in this run. And this is actually out on CD, and the vinyl is limited. And then I started looking at this Rox box, and they got all kinds of stuff. Some really cool stuff. So I think I'm going to look into it some more. But the actual show itself, this is a band No pun intended. The opening song is on fire, and that's what this freaking band was at this point. The best of my knowledge, this is kind of their farewell show, hometown show after they got signed, and they're just about to go on the road. And this is a band that's been doing clubs, learning their craft in clubs. And this is the thing, bands don't do this anymore. There was a time when you went out and you did 4 or 5 nights a week playing 3 or 4 sets of covers, and you learned how to become a band. And the end product is this. What an incredible show. It basically has all of Van Halen 1 on it, plus Somebody Get Me a Doctor. A really cool version of Somebody Get Me a Doctor before Ted got a hold of it and kind of chopped at the beginning. It's one of the older versions of it, but it's cool. And another thing that's cool is they do Eruption, but they don't do Eruption into... Of course, Eddie does Eruption. He does Eruption every show. But he doesn't do Eruption into Really Got Me. He does Eruption into DOA. Fantastic show, man. I can't... This is the coolest freaking thing I have found yet in my music collecting life. This right here. This is a true gem, man. So, you can buy this online. It is out there. It's on eBay. The price is not obscene either. This can be had anywhere from $25 to $30. And for a piece of absolute Van Halen gold like this, if you're a fan of early Van Halen, you got to get this, man. You really do. All right. That's it. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.